He's got an incredible family and a brand new book about just how incredible they are. He's from Shoreline, and he's got millions of followers on TikTok and Instagram. Peet Montzingo, welcome to Spirit 105.3, and thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your book, Little Imperfections, A Tall Tale of Growing Up Different. Tell us about your family, Peet. Let's start there.
Yeah, so I am the only average type member in my family. We all actually grew up in Seattle. And my mom and I do a lot of videos online, like on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Like about 15 months ago, I just met up with a co-author of mine, and we decided to go in on this business venture called Little Imperfections. And it's basically about my life growing up as an average type member. But it's really just kind of about if you feel different, no matter how you feel different, maybe at school, maybe at work, and anyway, maybe you have one eye, maybe you have ADHD, it doesn't matter. Basically, no matter what you think your weaknesses are your strengths. And that is basically the point of the book. And that's kind of what a lot of my videos online, I try and have that message out there on my videos as well.
You have so many followers on TikTok and Instagram. People just love your family. What do you think it is that resonates with them, Peet?
I really feel like at the end of the day, it's just, they probably just realize that we are just like everybody else. And I think that is just kind of something that's connected us to them. Just knowing that we have the same difficulties as them, you know, maybe plus a step stool or something. But other than that, like, we're just like any other family. And so I think people like that.
You have such a wonderful relationship with your mom. What makes your mom so special?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, she's the best mom in the world. So sorry to all the other people. No, but she's just like a big ball of energy. She's lovable. She's dramatic. And I don't know, me and her, when we get together, we just have kind of connection and we just run with it. We just feel like we're almost like soulmates, my mom and I.
What did she teach you growing up, Peet, that you've taken into your adulthood?
Ooh, she honestly has taught me pretty much everything. She's taught me that, you know, even if you're struggling, even if you feel different, you can do anything that you set your mind to. You know, she's like, you are the odd one in the family, but, you know, she's like, run with it. She's like, that's a strength. And she just kind of taught me that perseverance is everything.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Now, Peet, when you were growing up, did you get made fun of by other kids because of your family and the differences?
Yes, I definitely did. And luckily, Seattle's a really great place, so it wasn't probably as bad as a lot of other places, but I definitely got, you know, made fun of, pointed at. I remember the first day of kindergarten, walking up, and all the parents were like super tall. And people just started like pointing at my mom because she, you know, dropped me off, and that kind of like set the tone a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So it was definitely a little hard, but it was good. It was educational for everybody else too.
What do you say to a kid who's listening? Maybe they're on their way to school this morning, who's getting made fun of or bullied at school. What advice do you have for them, Peet?
My advice is just be yourself. Like, remember that what matters is that you love yourself unconditionally and you love others the same way. And so that was kind of my motto, just knowing the power that I had in myself and knowing that I can have on other people and just kind of sticking to it. You don't have to apologize for anything. You're just you. And, you know, those things that people are making fun of you for, you might be able to find a way to make that into something later. So don't hide. Don't laugh back. Just love them and love yourself.
Oh, that's great advice. So your book hit #1 on Amazon. You got to see this on the big screen in Times Square. What was that moment like?
Oh, my gosh. I actually didn't think it was going to happen. Like, I went there, Times Square at 11:59. And I was like, there's no way this is going to be real. And then at midnight, it literally switched, and I fell over. It was just one of those moments where you're like, how is this real, you know? But also all the hard work, all these years, it was a very special moment for me. And then seeing the #1 was, I mean, there are no words. I hope it just touches people's lives and people are able to resonate with it. That's really my biggest mission.
Well, you've already touched my life. What are your hopes for 2023, Peet? I mean, you've got a #1 best-selling book here. Is there a reality show for your family? Because I could seriously see that.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because we actually have been approached by a couple, but we decided we want to go a different route.
Oh.
We want to try and make maybe more of like a sitcom-y route, you know,
Yes.
more scripted, just to bring awareness more to little people and disabilities, because you don't really see any TV shows, sitcoms about that. And so we want to be the first to do that. So that's kind of a big goal.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Final question here. You said you grew up listening to Spirit 105.3. How did that
Yes,
influence you as a kid?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, as I was calling, I was thinking to myself, Spirit 105.3. It's ingrained in my head. You guys have been just such a positive medium for me to listen to growing up. And, you know, it was something that was always on playing up in my mom's house and in the car. And it's just so cool to talk to you.
Oh.
You know, from this angle.
Oh, it's wonderful to talk with you, Pete. I'm glad. I feel like I made a friend today. Call me back when you get your sitcom. I want to hear all about it.
Okay, deal. Sounds good.
And thank your mom for listening.
Oh, I will. Oh, I'm going to call her right now and tell her.
So much love, Pete. Take care.